Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place, a man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury, when he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part...
That was unexpected and odd. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, by which I mean... How can I be... What's that? Define favorite. I see. In that case, my favorite is... What do you mean? Do you have any examples of... Truthfully, not that I contain the capacity to lie. I had suspected as much. Your neurolog... It doesn't take a genius to correlate the meaning. Although, if I were a human, according to my file on the subject, that means you either desire to... Thank you for confiding. I have been keeping a secret as well. What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept. Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I never get bored and contemplate I do not like joking about the captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of... How did you guess, Captain? Did Sam tell you? I should have known better.
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to... Wait! Don't go just yet. I've been practicing. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of... Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so... We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch here. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of... But that's all outside.
Did he just say raptidons and cannibals?
Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that side. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could... Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you... I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment. Signed by the... Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check...
Boss, come on. Black Hole Birdie. The whole...
That's Bertie Holcomb. Only one of the greatest...
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him. Even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by... Whatever you say. I could talk tossball for... I couldn't really say, I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. Thanks a bunch! Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar.
So what'd you think of the game last night? I still can't believe Armstrong ran the field from the Tuesday zone.
Yeah. Armstrong? Oh, well, this is certainly a town, I think.
We gotta make for the bar. Play a couple rounds, crack a couple heads. You know, socialize.
Want to make a run with me to Stella Bay? Boss lady told me to take the night off.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my only nugget of paradise in this...
Oh, she just...
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to... You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you. But first, well, I'm half listening. Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for... Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia. All right. One of my runners uncovered a cache of Alta Vitae gas. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your... Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us under... Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is... But it's a controlled commodity, available only to... I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is over... The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through or figure out... Clever! That's why Lilia's paying you, I take it. Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload.
Load vapors into a liquid propellant tank? I think I know how to do that.
Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature? Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to... I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course. Good. This particular matter, there's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst, and you're the soon-to-be handsomely... Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details. So long as Clive knows resistance, hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines up. If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can... Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous and... Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about... It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the Dry Goods and Sundry building. May luck be with you. How's Clive? I do hope... Sure. What about it, aside from the fact that I can... You mean you can't just follow the stench trail, or the... Once you're clear of the bridge... Sure, weren't no skin off. I take it you don't have a reservation. No matter. The VIP room's charged by the night. But for you, I'll make it a one-time. Marvelous. Do take care of the place.
Folks I never met before are my most... So, what? Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, not unless it accompanies some more than you can afford at this... Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater. If you're asking if it's sublight owned, then yes. If Ms. Malin built the bar, the saloon, and the town to boot.
Nice hit!
What was that?
Here they come!
We gotta get past that armor!
Reminder, poor uniform maintenance will result in a citation.
Hold it right there! Just where do you think you're sneaking to? Production line is that away, you worthless gadabout. I'm darn well thinking. Well, since you asked, fine.
What's going on? Like I don't know what that means. Not only no.
Sister, take that.
Here they come!
Whoa now. And just what do you think? These are my private quarters, friend. I don't allow... Certain things require a mess to do well. See, I was just... I do own a factory known for specializing in the canning of Borstwurst. On occasion, I like... Did you fancy me a cannibal? Perish the thought. So...
Is he looking at me? Oh, law. He is surely giving me the complete creeps.
While I approve of your associate's cautious nature, let us move forward with the present proceedings. By sublight, you mean Catherine, do you not? That greedy, star-crossed sow. Listen, friend. The Borst King of Monarch does not negotiate. You desire that I should lower myself to Catherine's level of crassness and filth? I cannot fathom how that would cotton myself. The king built this golden monopoly brick by brick from the rubble when the corpse abandoned Monarch. According to whom? No. I don't see the advantage to me. Besides... Never mind. Never I should mind. I will... Listen, friend. The Borst King of Monarch... Piss. And I had hoped it might...
I don't think that's working, boss!
Nice one!
Everyone all right?
Not just an...
Please say the Oda corpse you're wearing. Huh. Not much boast to that declaration. Hired more than we're successful, can tell you that. Still, this ought to compensate for your troubles. Speaking to my left ear, will you? Right one's dim. Last we talked, well,